Hey everyone, welcome to the lesson. In this one we're going to check out the end lead of Bouncing Around the Room, and this was requested by Brian, who is a member on Patreon and also a student over FaceTime. So thanks a lot for the suggestion, and we're going to jump right in. The first thing we want to look at is what the chord progression is behind the lead part. We're just going to be going D, A, C, G. So we want to keep those chords in mind for the lead part that we're going to get into. So to start out, we, over the D chord, are going to do this line that starts on the 9th fret of G with ring finger, and we go like this. Now, almost all of these are going to be 2 notes per string, with one exception that's coming up in a second. Just down, up, alternate picking will do the trick for this one. If we want to take an analytical look at what the notes are, we've got the major second, the root, the major 6, and the 5th over the D chord. Then we go to the A chord. The line that we play over that is going to go like this. Now that's the exception. We're going to have 2 notes, 1 note per string, which is a tricky thing when it comes to the picking. And what I would say is stay with the alternate picking, but maybe be aware of how your wrist rotates as you move strings. At the end of that run, when you have to do an up on the A string, you may want to have a bit of rotation like this. So you kind of go upward pick slanting like that. So that one alone is a really good picking exercise. It's definitely not an easy one when you get going fast. We do that one, and then and I'm just giving sort of an overview of everything, and then we can put it together at the end. Then we go to the same one that we did over the D chord. We're going to do over the C chord, which is going to be major second, root, major 6, 5th. Then we do the same one that we did over the A. Now we're going to do it over the G. So we just move the whole thing down a whole step. The other thing with a line like that, where you have to play the same fret over different strings with the same finger, I think that's one of the most difficult things you have to do as a guitar player, is play those kind of lines. So I think the trick here for this is sort of a roll off. You play your first note, and then you roll up like that, and then down to get back to the first note again. So it's a tricky little bit. You go. Hopefully you get a sense and you can see what I'm doing there. Just like the wrist on the right hand rotates, the left hand is kind of rotating too to make that line work. So let's recap this first section, because what we're going to do is we're going to play this theme a couple times through in this zone around sort of the middle of the fretboard, and then we're going to move up, and then we're going to move up even farther up the neck to get higher up. So here we go. Now, right after that part, we're going to jump all the way up to, let's see, 14 of high E. And this is where we get into a different section here. We're going to go, we're playing over the same chords, we're just going to do it in a different way. So now we're going to go 14 of E, high E, 10, then 12 of B, 10. Now what we're doing there, if we want to look at the notes, we're doing major third now, root, major 6, and 5th. And that's how I would probably do it, is just, you know, pinky finger, pointer, ring, pointer. Now we go 12 of high E for the next run. And remember, that was over a D chord. Then over our A chord, now what we're going to do is go 12 of high E, 9, 12 of B, and then 10 of B. And that's 5th of A, 3rd of A, 2nd, root. Now we go back to the same shape that we did over the D chord, and we do it over the C. So we're going to be 12 of E, 8 of E, 10 of B, 8 of B. And then we're going to do the same type of chord that we did over the A, now over the G. 10 of E, 7, 10 of B, 8 of B. Let's put this run together here, starting on 14 of E, over the D chord. One more time. After that, now we're going to move up to the next register up and play over the same chords, but in a bit of a different way. So we're going to go 17, 14, 17, 15. Now for the next one, we're going to start on 17 again, but it looks like Trey switches from pinky finger for the first note to ring finger for the first note. We're going to go 17, 14, 17 of B, 14 of B. And you probably can notice here that I'm still just doing alternate picking. We move down to the shape we did over the D, but now it's over the C. And then the second shape that we did over the A, now we do it over the G. And this is really, we're going to play over this for the remainder of the song. And then what happens is right toward the end, we just stay on that last run that's over the G chord, and we keep it going. I'll put on screen how many times you play through it, but you just stay on that one until the very last hit, and then that's it. So really fun lead to play, that's for sure. And it's got some different challenging things about it, especially when you try to play it all in sequence. And I would treat each one of these as its own exercise and practice it a lot on their own, and then put them together. Yeah, just like anything else, you kind of do little bits and then put it all together. So thanks so much for checking it out, and I'll see you guys soon. Thanks so much.